What is up, everybody? This is LevidtheRetroGamer here, and today I have a lot of pickups for you guys, and it's been a couple months since I actually showed a nice pickup haul. I've got a little bit of retro here, some of last gen and some of this gen, and it's just a lot of cool stuff, and I can't wait to show it all to you guys. So without further ado, let's get started. So first I'm going to start with the retro. There's like only 4 things. I really haven't been picking up a lot of retro stuff because there's nothing I really want right now, except for some of the rarer titles, but it's harder to get those, so unless I find those cheap, I won't be getting those. So first we have Championship Bowling. This was actually a gift from a friend. It's actually a pretty decent bowling game for the NES. This was another free one. I had a friend of mine who goes dumpster diving, and he actually brought me a handful of games, and some of them went towards trade fodder, but this one I didn't have. It was Super Punch-Out! Never played this one until I got it, actually, and it's not a bad game. I didn't really like the first one all that much on the NES, but this one really isn't that bad. So if you didn't like the first Punch-Out!, give this one a try, 'cause it's actually pretty good. So next we have Williams Arcade's Greatest Hits for the PS1. Now the only real reason I got this was because of Sinistar and Robotron 2084, both amazing shooter titles for back in the day. It also came with Bubbles, Joust, Defender, and Defender 2. Bubbles and Joust I'm not really a fan of, but the Defender series is pretty good. But guys, if you haven't played Sinistar before, please check it out. The game is just amazing for its time. I absolutely recommend it 100%. I would definitely check this out. And also, we have Carrier on the Dreamcast. I guess it's a survival horror. I never really played it. I haven't touched it yet, but looks like an interesting game for some of the gameplay I've seen. So now we're going to go with the modern stuff. Now, I have a massive PS3 haul over the past couple of months, and a lot of it was due to the fact that I sold my 360, and I wanted to get some of the 7th gen games back that I originally had, and I got all of them back except for a couple that I'm still looking for. But I'm going to start showing them now. We have the SSX, not the original, but SSX. It's a pretty good game. I thought it was a remake, but it's a little different than the first one. But great snowboarding game. We have Burnout Paradise, which is an amazing addition to the Burnout series. Yeah, great game, especially the crash mode in it is pretty good. You control the car and you can just crash into a bunch of different cars as you're going along the road. We have Blur, which is basically like a Mario Kart, but for adults, I would think. I mean, it's for kids too, it's E10, but it's more of like an adult kart game, but with real cars, in my opinion. It's a good game, great game. And we have God of War 3. Dante's Inferno, this is a good game. Star Wars The Force Unleashed. We have Vanquish here. This is a very interesting title by Sega. If you're into massive like shooters and a lot of gunfire and a lot of actionness, I would check this out, especially since he's got like jet boots and you can slide all around the levels and stuff. It's pretty fun. We have Lollipop Chainsaw, Max Payne 3, Batman Arkham Asylum. I just beat it again. This is a great game. This is my favorite installment to the Arkham series. Virtua Fighter 5, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Mortal Kombat. I have a whole nother pile. Hang on. Soul Calibur 5, Soul Calibur 4, Tekken 6, PlayStation All-Stars. This is very interesting. It's kind of like a Smash Brothers for the PlayStation 3. Very interesting game, very neat concept, and in my opinion, I'm a little better at this than I am at Smash Brothers. And it's a little more fast-paced than Smash Brothers is, but good game. I would check that out. This game got a lot of hate. I don't know why. I mean, it's not a fantastic game or anything, but Duke Nukem Forever, I thought it was pretty good. Especially with all the stupid catchy slogans that they brought back for Duke. I thought it was a great installment. The online was fun too, while it lasted. I have Bioshock, Dead Island. I'm currently hooked on this again. This is just a great game. This is an all-in-all amazing survivalist zombie game. I would check it out if you haven't. The whole Fear series. Now, I didn't play 2 or 3 yet, but the first one's a great game, and I'm playing through it again before I start these 2. It's just a fantastic horror first-person shooter. It's definitely worth looking into. And the last 2, we have the Killzone trilogy, one of my favorite series on the PlayStation. And last for PS3, Unreal Tournament 3. Now, the reason I got this back was because this was one of my favorite first-person shooters for the 7th generation. When I originally got it on the Xbox 360, for the first week I actually made it to number 1 on the leaderboards until I put it down for a week or 2, and I went back and I ended up at like 150,000. I'm like, oh, I'm never going to get back up to the first ranking again, but it was fun while it lasted. But yeah, Unreal Tournament 3 is a great first-person shooter. So now we're going to do the Wii U. Now, I haven't brought any Wii U pickups monthly lately because I'm actually not going to be collecting a full set for the Wii U anymore. Now, hear me out. I was looking at my games like about a month or 2 ago, and I wanted to play something. I was looking through them. I'm like, why do I have all this shovelware? I'm not going to play this or that or that. And I'm like, okay, I got really mad at myself. I got really frustrated with myself because I bought all of these things that I'm not going to be playing. So I'm like, you know, I'm not really a completionist collector, so I'm just going to sell off the stuff that I'm never going to play and keep the rarer games and keep the games that I'm actually going to play. And that's where all the PS3 titles came from. Now, the games that I actually got for the Wii U that I decided to keep anyway for pickups are Guitar Hero Live. Came with this awesome looking guitar. The game kind of sucks, but I like the guitar, so I can't really get rid of it. But yeah, Guitar Hero Live, I got that here. This one's a little more uncommon as well. Hot Wheels World's Best Driver. I actually do want to try playing this because the gameplay looks interesting. But yeah, Hot Wheels World's Best Driver. And these 2 were the 2 newest additions to the Wii U that I'm not going to open. I have a feeling they're going to be collectors, especially Darksiders War Master Edition for it, unlike the 360 and PS3 versions that came out for it. I think this one will actually be collectible because I found that you can't go into your store, local GameStop or whatnot, and find it there. You have to actually order it online. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be a rare title, and especially for 20 bucks, I would pick it up if you're looking for it. And Cars 3 Driven to Win. I don't think this is going to be a super valuable title. Maybe end up as a $60 or $70 game. But when I actually got this, I went to GameStop to pick up my pre-order. And he went through, the GameStop employee went through the box and he brought out the Switch version. I said, oh no, I ordered the Wii U version. He looks at me like this and he goes, you're the only one in the district to order this on the Wii U. So I'm like, oh, well that tells me a lot what it might be worth later on. So yeah, Driven to Win. I might open it. I might, because I did see some gameplay for it and it looked pretty fun for a Cars game. But I'm still in debate on that. But yeah, Cars 3. And now for the PS4, and I only got 2 titles for it. And that's because I really don't collect for the PS4 unless I'm really dying to play something. And this game's a given when it came out. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. I grew up on the Crash series when I was a kid. I loved the Crash series so much. I thought the remake of all 3 of these games were pretty damn good. Some of the voice acting was a little but just the way the character models look and everything, it just looks phenomenal, and I would highly suggest looking into this. Even if you've played the original Crash games before, it's definitely worth looking into. Next is Killing Floor 2, which is just an amazing first-person shooter. And I used to play the first one on PC a lot, and it's just killing a bunch of demons and gore and blood everywhere, and that's basically the sum up of this game. But it's about 30 bucks now, so I would suggest picking it up if you're really interested in first-person shooters. And so I got a new addition to my console library, and I got the Xbox One recently, and that's why I sold my 360 and got all my PS3 games and got some of my games back for that, and more. But yeah, I'm actually only going for exclusives for the Xbox One. I got 3 here. And the first one is Sunset Overdrive. Very interesting game. I really don't know how to describe it, but it's pretty interesting, and I'll say that much. We have the double pack, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, and Rare Replay. I really only wanted that for Perfect Dark and Conquer Bad Fur Day. Both amazing games. Plus, Viva Pinata is actually pretty fun too, don't judge me. But I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, I'm really glad I picked this up. And last, I really wanted the physical version. I could have downloaded it, but I don't care. Killer Instinct Definitive Edition. It's an okay fighter. I don't really have regrets on buying it, but I really won't be playing it that often. But it's an okay fighter. It's not better than the first one for the arcade or Super Nintendo or whatnot. But it is a decent fighting game, and if you really like the Killer Instinct series, it's a good addition to your collection. Well, that is it for this video, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video, and be sure to check out some of my other videos as well. Just a massive haul of games. I've never actually had a pickups video this long. But if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you at a later date.